Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Live from the Secret Stash. I'm one of two hosts today, Christian Cortez, joined always by...
I am Michael Zapsik, and holy crap, does it feel like we haven't been here for a while? And
yeah, it's been
we
a
haven't.
minute. We haven't. We've been leading very busy lives.
That's no excuse. That's never an excuse, Christian.
It's not. Although, to be quite fair, I did have a lot going on. You did have a lot going on.
Yes.
And it's not necessarily an excuse. It is just, life has just taken us in two drastically different directions over the... How long has it been?
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yes.
Oh, that's weird.
It's been 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we're here with you, and both of you who are watching out there.
Which is really funny because the first two comments that come through are Silver Knight Kyle and Christopher Hewitt. So what's up, guys?
Love you, Christopher. How you doing? And Kyle, great to see you as always.
Always a pleasure.
So let's talk about some stuff that was going on, shall we?
Let's talk about some stuff. You want to start? Should I start?
Why don't you start? Because mine is unpacking baggage.
Oh God,
like a lot of baggage.
All right. Well, here's the bag.
No, my baggage is in the back.
Okay, cool.
Careful.
Sorry, Captain.
Christian just almost bought a $15,000 Funko Pop.
It would have been a great birthday present. Hey, I wheel it home, be like, hey, my mom's like, where'd that come from? It's ours now.
Yeah, right?
How'd you get it? Let's not talk about that part.
I rode it home. And I no longer have a car.
I rode it home. I put a motor in it.
Yeah, I have no car anymore, Mom, but I had to sell it just to buy it.
Do you remember the show Overhauling? Like on TLC, where they would flip cars. Like they would take an old car, they would like modify it or something. I know nothing will ever happen to these, but it would be the funniest thing in the world to modify one of these into a moped one day.
Like just drive it around
and just ride down Main Street Bank.
That would be awesome.
And just everyone's looks would be so good.
Like, what the
fuck is that?
What is that?
Holy crap. Is too big to be riding that. But in terms of just what's been going on, so it's a little bit of a bummer. I don't mean to lead with that, but it leads into good.
Right.
We unfortunately did not make our goal for Ghostbuster Down.
Yes, I am very sorry about that. But
I've been looking at this in the most positive way that I can, and that is it's the most successful failure that I've ever had. Meaning, I've learned so many dope lessons that I would never have learned had I not done it in the first place.
True, and one of those lessons is the people who the people you can count on are.
Oh, 110%. For those who did support and checked in and contributed, you and Jack and Jules included, I can't thank you guys.
I wasn't even including myself in that.
No, I'm including you in that.
I'm just saying that you should already know that you could have.
Oh, I know.
You can always do that.
No,
you can
of
always
course.
Count on us.
But it was eye-opening. But then what I'm happy to say is that the project is not dead. What we realized was that a lot of what we wanted to accomplish was it's still doable at a level that me and Ray can achieve at some point. So now
he can hear you, Ray.
Yeah. Right now we're back at the drawing board a little bit to just see if we can tweak some things. But Ghostbuster Down will live to see another day.
Hell yeah.
But I got to bounce back. I got to be creative. So literally in 2 weeks, we're shooting a horror short film.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah. That I wrote with the lead actress of Ghostbuster Down, Johanna. And it's literally just a quick 2-night shoot. And I got to stay creative. I got to keep doing. I got to keep making. Because if I can't wallow in the sadness of
your crapulence.
I couldn't, man. I gotta bounce back and move on. And
no, it's not it's just not now.
Yeah.
So you still got it. It's just not now. Not until I win that lottery and fund the whole damn thing.
Oh no, 110%. No, I that's also been the funniest realization is knowing where the priorities lie. If I were to win the lottery, it's buying my mom a house,
of course,
paying off my car, making Ghostbuster Down.
Really, just paying off your car is I would have been get an accountant and have him do all that bullshit. Well, get an accountant to do all that bullshit and then make Ghostbuster Down.
Well, in truth, that.
Right.
But like the fun ranks first. But yes, you're right. Be financially responsible, people. But yeah, that's been what's really going on. I mean, aside from just general work and Smog Castle stuff, like that's really been it. And then
Gotcha.
What about you? You've been busy.
Been
you went to a certain little convention.
I've been all over the.
You've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto.
Pretty much, yeah. That sounds like.
You've been everywhere, man.
I've been everywhere. I'm the man in gray.
Come on, but the man in gray, you rock the gray.
Thank
it's okay.
you. So anyway, we Johnny and I, Johnny Will Young to the uninitiated out there, cousin Johnny to the people in the know, cousin biggest Johnny and I, the biggest of the big.
All right.
All right. So we drove out to Chronicon in Chicago this past weekend, which was stupefyingly successful. It was so awesome to be there. We went to the Hyatt Regency on Bryn Mawr Avenue, right outside in Rosemont, beautiful Rosemont, Illinois.
I kept telling myself that I wasn't jealous, like seeing the photos. Like I'm not, like it's fine. I'll go. Like it's all good. It's all good. And then the photos started dropping. Now it's just like,
son of a bitch. You could have come with us.
I know the offer was there, but 14. I couldn't do that to you.
Oh
guys.
Dear Lord, no.
14 hours in a car.
You would no, not in a car, in a truck. You would have been in the bed.
Literally,
you would have been in the bed.
See, but you think that's a bad thing? Meanwhile, I would have probably set up like a whole air mattress. Like it would have been a whole time.
There would have been a tonneau cover over you. So it's like,
yeah, exactly.
I can't breathe.
Hey, what happened to Christian? He's a little worse for wear. Yeah, well, he rode in the bed the whole way here.
Bed. Oh, we let him out every 600 miles.
That wasn't enough. It should have been 4.
Johnny drove the whole way out there. I kept telling him, whenever you're flagging, no, I'm good. So we, and we were getting on each other's nerves a little. It was kind of awesome.
I mean, typical road trip stuff. Like you do have fun, but of course you're going to get on each other's nerves when you're in a car with somebody for that long.
Of course.
That's why, like, when you're doing
as Johnny would say, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, it was.
I got a message here from Mr. Adam Goodman. Hey, Mike, hope life is good. And the wife and family, hope the store's doing well. Much love to you and all the guys.
Oh, thanks so much, Adam. We appreciate it.
And then Carlos chiming in. How long ago did this start? We just started, man.
You're good.
We're about 8 minutes
catching up a little bit,
Just catching
Carlo.
up a bit. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Let us know in the comments.
Nick Franco, I want to thank Nick. Nick asked me if I wanted to go up to New York Comic Con this weekend because he had an extra ticket. And I appreciate it, Nick. I hope you found your wingman for this weekend. Unfortunately, we've got an event here on Saturday. It's completely sold out for Kevin and Jay. So yeah, we've got it's the Quick Stops to hardcover drop. Kevin's going to be signing, and it's also the it's the 30th anniversary of Clerks. The actual drop date of Clerks, where it debuted. So yeah,
when it premiered at the Angelica.
Yes.
Wow, that's insane.
It is,
because it's wild to me because of how much of an impact that movie has had on me, and to think that it is older than me. But like it, just knowing that I am now amongst working in that circle is just insane, and it's all because of somebody having the ambition to be like, I want to make a movie with my friends in Highlands for a couple grand.
Yeah.
And
Leonardo, not even the Highlands.
Leonardo, fair enough. Know. But I love that mentality. I love it so much. Happy anniversary, Clerks.
Yes. So we've got that going. And so we got there. What the hell happened? They got there and we're checking in, and Johnny is like, so
Johnny gets you banned from the motel.
Almost. No, not motel. We actually were inside, so we were in a hotel.
Oh my God.
Motels have the doors on the outside. Hotels have hallways and doors on the inside, so you're nice and warm. So we get there, and I'm checking in, and I'm checking in, and Johnny's over my shoulder, holding his driver's license out to the lady. I'm like, Johnny, And like literally, his arm is like right here holding the thing. I'm like, Johnny, get your hand off my head. I'm like, she'll check you in a second.
She
like,
sees you.
She does.
It's not like she can't.
No,
bro.
it's Johnny.
You're right there.
Johnny, and because I'm paying for both the rooms, and here you go, Johnny. No, there is absolutely no splitting of rooms. There is I don't share rooms anymore. The only person I share a room with is my wife. That's the only person.
Yeah, of course.
Because, you get to a certain age and you're like, I like things the way I like things.
Yeah.
So that's the way
you don't need a planes, trains, and automobiles situation.
I do not. Those aren't pillows.
Silver Knight Kyle did leave a great comment. Planes, trains, and auto asphyxiation.
I don't know what Johnny was doing, but you're probably right. No,
it was weird. There was a belt left on the door. You told me it got strange.
It was a little odd. No, but we were there and we set up, and the next day we go and Johnny's we set up, and we have about 2 hours before the the kickoff, and we had a little bit of downtime. So I'm checking all of our equipment. I was checking the tech. You would have been very, very proud of me. Making sure that
making sure all the gear's okay.
Look at me checking the tech. And Johnny's like, Mikey, what do I do for 2 hours? I'm getting in the. I said, Johnny, go to the casino. I'm like, just go to the casino. He said, you've been talking about nothing else. Go to the casino. Now, on the drive down or on the drive over, we stopped for food, and Johnny never gives compliments. Never, not even backhanded compliments. I mean, the best you can hope from him is like, hey, that wasn't bad. So we stop at, and
even when he does our show, that wasn't bad.
I know, yeah. So we stop at White Guy Barrel. So, yeah, we were there.
It's important to be self-aware.
Of course, yes. That's what I'm telling you. It's important to know your audience.
Yeah.
So that's what they should call it, the Mayberry Barrel or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Mayberry Barrel.
Yes.
Wow.
Actually, I would, if, the Red Lobster over in Ocean?
Yeah.
It's vacant now. Used to be it's vacant now. I would love to turn that into a place called Mayberry's, where it's Aunt Bee's chicken. How awesome would that be? Just nothing but home cooking. And, oh, man. And then have like a little corner store. And
maybe I should just put that in a movie. And then when my movie blows up, I can open up a fake.
That would be awesome, like Mayberry's.
It'll be my movies. It'll be Mayberry's.
And the guy who's like at the, taking people, the host stand, is dressed up like Andy Griffith. He's got like just all khakis on. Hey, folks, how you doing?
It would be some of the best eatings you'd have locally. Like I would, that'd be so nice. I'm worst conversation to have while very hungry, and I'm realizing that as we're talking about it now. When you said Red Lobster, my stomach growled like no tomorrow.
Right, you're
literally.
Like,
it was just like, oh my god, the biscuits,
Cheddar Bay biscuits, and you could make Cheddar Bay biscuits.
I know I can make them, and because they sell the mix at home, but it's not the same.
I got you. Yes,
but I have a funny feeling you could probably make them. But not just make them, improve upon them.
Oh, thank you so much. Actually, what did I make? I figured out how to make
something in Chicago?
No. I didn't have.
I was like, wait.
I was in a hotel. What do you think? They let me go down and I
don't know.
I couldn't sleep. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to come down here and use your kitchen.
Use your kitchen. Yeah. This is what's on the menu for the hotel. It's a Mike Zapsik original.
Yeah, right.
That'd be
orange
that
basil
I would have went to Chronic Con for that. If that was actually a thing where it was like, it's a Mike Zapsik menu, hell yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That'd be freaking awesome. Pitch this. Let me know how cool this is. It's movies, but it's a menu by you.
I'm going to throw this out to the universe, and I want people to pester Kevin about this because I think it's a great idea. Why don't we have a movies pop up at John Bon Jovi Soul Kitchen?
Ooh.
We do good and we do well. We do well, we make Kevin some money, and we do good by feeding the less fortunate around the Red Bank area. Yeah.
I like that.
I think it's a great idea because Johnny and we set up. He goes to the he goes to the casino.
Tis the upcoming season.
Son of a bitch goes to the casino and he wins $600. So he texts me and I thought it said
all right.
He's like, all right,
I won $600.
I won $600. I said, leave now. I said, Johnny, turn around and leave.
Quit
now.
while you're ahead, buddy.
Quit while you're ahead. Stick $500 in your sock. No, he didn't. He lost 200 of that and he came back with like 400. So I was like, all right, you're still up. Good. You walked away.
This
Good.
is why
I'm proud of you.
Casinos never seemed fun to me because of that. What is there's no fun to me in losing money.
Yes, it hurts.
Like, that hurts my soul. Like, the idea of casinos hurt my soul.
Of course, because I would rather watch people throw money into a shredder and take that shredded money and throw it into a toilet.
Yeah,
and
there's
then
entertainment there.
Yeah.
Because it's just, oh my God, look at what he did to that money.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. I mean, literally, like, the appeal of Vegas to me is not the gambling.
No, it's the that neon graveyard.
It's the neon graveyard. Yeah. It's literally all anything but the gambling.
Yeah,
it's just the idea of being like, oh my God, I'm in Las Vegas.
Can we go to the airplane graveyard? That would be awesome too.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah,
I would love to do that.
I'm telling you, yeah.
See, that was the unfortunate part of like when I got to travel across the country to deliver the records, is that we didn't get to stop at many of those like cool spots as I would have liked to. But if you give me like 2 weeks, I'm stopping.
Yeah, I wanted to do a Route 66 travel thing.
But that's
with
what
Jules.
We ended up doing. What we didn't realize until later in the game was that there was a strip of highway next to us that was just like, it was paved at some points, unpaved at some, and we were like, what is that? And then finally, when we were getting service, it was Route 66. It was the original Mother Road, and I was so excited to pass it, but I was mad that I didn't stop on the way home.
But you really
Cadillac Ranch.
Oh man,
I have always wanted. For those who do not know, Cadillac Ranch is an art installation where these people have literally taken whole-size Cadillacs from like 55 to 60 and just stuck them in the ground. People have come from all over to paint them, spray paint them, do whatever, and it's honestly, like, as crazy as it sounds, it's beautiful. Like, it blends into the environment of Route 66,
the aesthetic, so
well. And it was like, even without stopping, I knew that like that trip was magic, because if I could go back, and I want to, like, I would love to do that trip again. Mm-hmm. But this goes to the point of 14 hours in a car. Yeah. You need to choose who you go on a road trip with.
Yes. This was not my choice, but hey, I love Johnny.
You love Johnny.
Yeah, we love Johnny. Yeah. So anyway, while we were at Chronicon, we didn't charge for selfies or for signatures. So, but we had made a recommendation that people donate to Bon Jovi's Soul Kitchen. Mm-hmm. So we made them some money, and I would love to do that. The movies pop up.
I think that's a winning idea.
It is a fantastic idea, and I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why it's like, because I was given, I had to go and get a blood test done today, and I bumped into the people who.
Did you find out you're 100% that awesome?
I am. Yes, actually, they took the blood out of there. There you go. I knew it. They took the blood out, and it went like all in my. I was like, whoa.
Silver Knight Kyle has a menu recommendation, an item. Land filet mignon.
Okay, that's.
I like that.
Yeah, land filet mignon. Okay. But Cannibal Mike's Grill, I'm not much of a cannibal, although I could learn to be. I'm just saying.
All right. Hey.
Ooh, the giblets. So anyway, while I was giving blood today, I ran into the general manager and
of the Soul Kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah, we'll be talking.
I want to see this idea happen, because I think it's just such a really dope clash of worlds.
Of course it is.
I think I love it. Do some good and have some fun.
Yeah.
Like, what better way to go about it?
Do good and do well.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
So that was on Friday night, Saturday. Saturday was great.
Mhm.
So much going on. I mean, we were there from like 10:30 to 6.
What did they have going on? Because like I don't think I actually ever had a chance to peep like their schedule. So like
They did. Kevin and Jen did a +1+1. It was a +1+1 because Harley was there.
oh cool. Okay.
So let's see. I'm gonna go from backwards to forward. It was Mark Bernardin. Then it was Genesis Rodriguez. Then Raquel Castro. Then we had Mrs. Smith herself, Jennifer Schwalbach.
So this really became
woman,
like this really became like
yeah.
a big time reunion.
Yeah, and it was Harley was there, then Austin, then and forgive me if I miss anybody. It was Austin, and then Trevor Furman, and then Tommy Chung was there on Saturday, just on Saturday though.
Legend.
We had Jason Mewes. Then next to him was Brian O'Halloran, Marilyn Gigliotti, and Ralph Garman.
Everybody.
Then
almost everybody.
You had Ming Chen. Oh, we had Robert Kurtzman. Robert was there. He's awesome. I love Robert.
Builder of
yes, Iron Bob and also Tusk, Mr. Tusk.
He built Mr. Tusk?
He sure did.
Oh, that's dope.
Yes.
Okay.
Because someone said, "Why didn't you bring Tusk out?" And I said, "Absolutely
not.
No, I will not be cooped up. I mean, I had Johnny. I didn't need Mr. Tusky too. So,
can you imagine getting pulled over and having to explain that? Excuse me.
Yes.
What is?
Yeah. Excuse me, son. You mind if I ask you a couple questions about that thing back there? I'm sorry, officer.
You can ask, but I will give you.
I'm taking the
answers ahead of time. No, it's not real. And meanwhile, Johnny's shaking. Be cool, man. Be cool.
It's not all right. It's not all right. Ming Chen and Johnny and me.
Wow.
And yeah, that was a lot of people, and there were a lot of vendors there too. So
that's what I was wondering too. Yeah. Like, who was able to show up? Are there vending? Well, I'm assuming based on the success from what I've heard of this year. Is it going to happen again?
I had heard that it will. Next year is going to be it's the Mallrats 30th anniversary.
Huh.
Yeah, I know.
So that one's gonna. Well, is that one going to be in a mall? Like, are we going to do Chronicon in a mall?
Although that would be awesome.
See, you were quick to think about it, and then you were like, "Wait a minute."
No, well, we drove past Monroeville. Monroeville Zombies.
Okay.
Dawn of the Dead. See, Johnny never put that together either. He's like, Monroeville Zombies. Oh my God. He's like, and I said to him, Johnny, the Monroeville Mall is where Kevin got the Monroeville Zombies.
Yeah.
And they were in Pittsburgh for Zach and Miri. So that's where that came from. He's like, holy crap. I never put that, 2 and 2 together. There you go.
This is the magic of a road trip.
That is.
You're learning something new every day.
I said in Erie, it was, I'm sorry, not Erie City. It was Earl City. I think it's Earl City.
Now, asking the comic book aspect of Mr. Michael Zaptik, yes. Did you pick up any books?
Did.
You did. What'd you grab?
Grabbed an Uncanny X-Men number 138 and an Amazing Spider-Man 298. So yeah, those are going on our wall.
If I manage to make my way out there next year, tell me what you think of this idea. The Collingwood flea market idea, right. The grab bags.
Yes,
we do that there, but we set up a table that is independent of the stash, and it's just me and you wearing fake mustaches. We don't know who they are. We don't know no Christian Cardes or Zapsik Smackles.
And can we have like top hats? We'll speak like. Did you see A Million Ways to Die in the West?
Yes.
We will speak like my man Neil Patrick Harris did in that. Oh, mustachio! Are you ready for the mustache? The mustache life.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm down for that. Are you?
Oh shit, yeah. Let's do it.
It's gonna be good. I definitely would love to try and make my way out there next year, especially for Mallrats 30th, because that's probably my favorite of the movies. I mean, I love them all, but Uh, it sounded like such a grand old time. And were you there the whole weekend? Or were you
Yes.
just okay?
No, we were there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Now, I gotta ask because you were
Mhm.
in Chicago. Did you do any Blues Brothers stuff?
No, unfortunately, no. But we did drive down Wacker Drive. Yeah, we were down.
Like that's I would, and then I'm not that person to like go around and do like the movie locations, like all that type of stuff. Like, I mean, I've worked in them,
We should have gone to Wrigley Field, though. I got to be honest.
but there's something about Chicago where I feel like I just have to explore what's left of Blues Brothers film locations, just because it's so cool. I don't know.
Lots of
I
space.
love lots of space in this mall. Long gone. I would love
They've got everything.
Pier 1 Imports. New Oldsmobiles are in early this year. I love it. But I'm glad you guys had fun. Had a good time.
It was fun. We made some money for Bon Jovi. We're going to cut them a check next week. It's going to be awesome.
Left feeling good. I love that, man.
Yes, and we left at like 4:00 in the morning.
Did anybody in the comments go to Chronic Con this year, or was this just kind of a situation of, like me, you're hearing about it after the fact? I mean, promotion was everywhere. I'm just talking in general. Zapsik, Johnny, we're miles away from New Jersey. We got half a pack of Funkos, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Yes, we were.
We're miles away from New Jersey. We got half a pack of Funkos. Mr. Tusk is in the trunk. And we're wearing...
897 miles away from New Jersey.
Oh, my God.
We were. It was 800 and some odd miles. Did
you straight shot it?
We straight shot it both times. Indiana was bad. Ohio was the worst. And Johnny was like crying. He really was, because
the scenery ain't that beautiful.
No, it's not that, because we were driving on the highway with the big trucks.
Oh.
And we were in baby's first truck. So we're driving, and he's like, Mikey, we're really close to that truck. I'm like, come on, Johnny. We were playing chicken with a Purdue truck. At one point, I was like, hey, Johnny, playing chicken with a Purdue truck. He's like, that's not funny, Mikey. I'm like, oh, my God.
If it was at that, like... I would just drive the whole time just to even avoid. I would just be like, Johnny, go to sleep.
I tried to get him to go to sleep. I tried to make him go to sleep too. I'm like, go to sleep.
You lowered the window. You pulled up next to a semi-truck's exhaust. Yeah, you're like,
go to sleep, Johnny.
Johnny was oddly quiet for the trip back home.
He was oddly brain dead for the drive back home.
He was oddly brain dead. Oh, man.
I have to tell this story. Oh, my God. Because I warned him. I told him, Johnny, I said, Johnny, be on the podcast tonight, and you can
explain yourself?
Yes. Well, no, I said, then but he's like, no. Oh, no, my back is killing me. My sinuses. I'm like, pick one or the other. Your sinuses or your back. I'm not accepting both as an excuse. But he's like, I said, okay.
Damn it, Johnny. I'm a comic book man, not a doctor.
Yes. So Genesis Rodriguez comes over to say hi. And Johnny and she shared a scene in 4:30 movie. Yeah. She was, what is she called? Hot Usher?
Yes.
She's Hot Usher. And so she comes over, and she's got this adorable French bulldog named Charlie.
Okay.
So Charlie's a girl, by the way. So I'm taking photos of Johnny with Genesis, and I said, why don't you bring Charlie into the mix? And she's like, what a great idea. And she's like, do you mind? And Johnny's like, no way.
Meanwhile, Johnny's afraid of dogs.
Right? No, it's not that. But Charlie had a little gas. So I'm trying not to say anything because I can smell it. And I'm just sitting. And Johnny's like, oh, I don't want to say nothing, but I think your dog farted. I'm like, okay, Johnny. I'm like, that's one way of doing that. He's like, and he looked at me and he's like, I didn't want her thinking I farted. I was like,
you know what I love about it? I love like his just so monotone, but still so Johnny. Hey, I think your dog farted.
Yeah, it was.
Just,
Hey, I don't want to say nothing, but I think your dog farted. I think your dog shit the air. I'm like, oh my God. And I just started to laugh. And I'm like,
Johnny, you know the rules. Like,
Gosh.
ye who smelt it dealt it.
that's exactly it. Now all signs
It's
point to you,
man.
buddy.
Like,
Yeah.
even if the dog did it,
Yeah.
it might as well be your
And
fault.
that's why I was like, Johnny, why are you blaming the dog for your farting? You were like this all the way through Ohio.
No.
So he's like,
no,
Mikey.
See, you know what? Now I do feel bad because one, that's atrocious.
Yes,
That's awful. I'm so sorry. But that's also why I pick and choose who I would go on a road trip with.
Of course.
It's not out of necessarily self-preservation. It's me being considerate of other people. Is because I snore. So I know from the jump I'm like, listen.
Well, you don't have to worry about me because you're not sharing a room with me.
No,
So you can
no,
go
but
with
the
me.
drive. I'm just letting you know, especially if we're sharing driving responsibilities. I'm sleeping.
Gotcha.
Just deal with it.
Hey, that's fair. What goes on in the car stays in the car. Which I didn't tell you all about Johnny's stuff.
Hey,
So,
listen,
and I will respect that, Johnny. I'm just not respecting the dog farting comments. That was wrong. Wrong of you, Johnny.
no. And plus, you who smelled it dealt it. So
Yeah, you did get tagged with that one. Yeah. She's like, even though I know Charlie has been known to,
in front of Genesis Rodriguez.
I know.
Come on.
Hot Usher, Johnny. Hot Usher.
To be fair, I would have fumbled the bag too.
No, you would.
Stupid.
No, you would not have said anything. You would have been. You would have spoken in tongues, and that would have been adorable.
Yeah, I'm trying to deny, and that's probably accurate. Like even I'm even thinking about when Rosario was shooting at Smog Castle, and I told Ernie after the fact because I had missed her by a day, and I was like, Ernie, I'm so glad that I missed her. And Ernie's like, why would you be glad you missed Rosario Dawson? And I was like, oh, because I would have asked her to marry me on the spot. Like, just telling you. And I'm just putting it out there. Hey, Rosario, what's good?
She probably.
I know you like chocolate.
That is awesome. And I'm gonna say no, but not for the reasons you think.
And I will never know the reasons.
And then
I would love that though. Like, just it's not the reasons you think, but it's still a no.
Yes, and it's not even a hard no, Christian.
Yeah,
it's like I want you to think of this as a soft no. So
we'll see.
So you're saying there's a maybe here. So
and she just walks away. There's still no answer.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the ambiguity of it. It's just like, of course it is. All right.
So we'll talk.
Maybe that's the next get for the next Chronicon.
That would be awesome because she is such a sweet person, and I've told you my Rosario's.
I've heard nothing. Like she's one of those people where it's like I've heard nothing but good things.
Right.
And I believe it wholeheartedly. Like she seems like that literal ray of sunshine.
She is just like you feel like you're in a warm embrace. And she gives great hugs.
Oh, as someone who loves to give good hugs, that's dope. Now, when you go to like these kind of like View Askew like reunions and such, like who are there like your usual crop of people that you're like hyped to see because you don't get to see them very often?
Such as
like I mean. Like I know Hollerin or like anybody that doesn't regularly come over here.
It was like, great to see Harley. Great to see Jen. I haven't seen Jen in like a very hot minute because I saw her at the 4:30 movie premiere for about 2 minutes because they had literally stepped off the plane and stepped into the movie theater.
Oh my God!
And they were
the
like
schedules
flying.
That these guys have to keep.
It's insane. So and she gave me. Again, great hug. She's like, it is so good to see you, Zapsik. And one
of the nicest people amongst the
crews. She is amazing. And it was really cool. And we did on Sunday, we did a comic book men panel. And Ming dragged out the cut scene with all the comic book men. Yeah, we did a longer scene where everybody like had a line or three.
Okay.
And at the end, I was like, now you see why Kevin cut that, right, folks? So I was like, oh my God, that was just awful. It was painful to watch. So,
Oh man.
and he drags out if you get a chance, watch it. It's,
You know what I think? I'm just putting it out there. I'm putting it into the universe. If I were to make the trek next year, I would. Well, for one, I'd have to bring podcast gear because
yes.
we would have to do a show from there. But what I would love to do is like a View Skew game show.
That would be very cool. I could whip one of those up.
I think, especially with how well you put together trivia games.
Kevin gets annoyed with me because he's like, you make it impossible for people to. I said, no, I make people work.
You make people work, and you got the super. Listen, that's the super fan convention. You're going to have people who are going to get the answers right. So I would. Well, actually, no. I would participate on the production side of things.
Okay,
because I know that I would not do great.
I mean, I'll bring my red jacket for God's sakes.
Oh my God!
I'll do the emceeing. You get me one of those long, skinny.
Listen. If it's like a View Skew Jeopardy, that would be the. Oh wait, that'd be so dope.
We could do that.
For whatever reason, Johnny's hooked up to an electric dog collar.
Oh, it just sprays like dog farts in his face.
Oh my God! We tell him it's a shock collar, and then
he's like,
"I didn't feel that."
Get this thing off me! Then he tries to pull this. That's when the shock.
That's when the shock really happens. Hi, I'm Johnny William. Welcome to Jackass. I'm so game for this, Kev. I think View Skew Jeopardy is a thing next year,
and we have Johnny in that booth. That's all. Just you see like colored.
Get it right for the sake of cousin Johnny. Get it right.
Yes.
What's up, Jay? Thanks for tuning in, man. Good to see you. And hello, Sean. Let's see. Silver Knight Kyle. Chicago's a lot closer to me, so that I could make.
You should have made it this time around.
Come on, man.
I was not the riding bitch, by the way. The rules of the road. So no, I filled up the tank. I filled up the bed.
You did all the important stuff.
I did much of the important. I chose the music. It was all right.
Listen.
70s, 80s, and 90s. I'm telling you.
It's very important to choose road trip music wisely.
Hell yeah. I schooled Johnny. We had Little Police, Murder by Numbers. He'd never heard the song. That's what I said. I'm like, you never saw Copycat? Murder by Numbers? Do you not know that one? Or are you like
No, I'm
amazed that Johnny never heard it?
No, I'm wondering what it is.
Murder by Numbers?
Well, no, I know the song. I don't know the movie Copycat.
Copycat is with Sigourney Weaver, and it had Harry Connick Jr. Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver, I'm already in.
Okay, you should be, because she was a psychologist who had a mental breakdown, and there were these guys. Copycat.
Yeah, and she refused to leave her house.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. That's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
That's a real. Oh my God, that movie is intense. But Sigourney Weaver is just good in anything she's in. Mike has awesome questions. I remember the questions at Smog Castle with Mike, Ming, and Kevin. I won the Comic Book Man jacket patch.
Yes.
See?
All right,
People
Nick.
love it.
Thank you, Nick. We're there. And he also, Silver Knight Kyle also said that no dogs or cats were eaten when we passed through Ohio. I cannot promise that. Johnny was missing for about 5 minutes, so I make no promise.
If Mittens is missing, we have no knowledge of that.
Immigrant Johnny is out in the field. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, it's so much fun to be back.
Yes,
I've actually missed doing this. Like I don't get me wrong. I love being busy with like actually doing like film work, but like this is just so much fun to kick back and say hello to everybody. This is my chance to do it. I haven't seen Nick Franco in God knows how long.
I know, actually, probably at the old Smart Castle when he won that jacket.
No, I saw him fairly recently, actually.
Okay.
Like in passing. Like I think at the new Smart Castle.
Yes.
At least the
Smart Castle Cinemas, you mean?
Smart Castle Cinemas.
Yes.
Where the movies come to play. Ernie would kill me if I didn't include that part. But yeah, no, I just
that was my belly.
You're as hungry as I am, dude.
I am hungry. I was just thinking about dogs and cats.
Mass hysteria. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you say we call it? Because I'm actually quite hungry. And it sounds like you are too.
I am. So yeah. You know what? We're gonna call it a little bit early tonight, folks. But we had a blast. So Johnny and I did make the trek back. It was a little rainy, and we're alive. It was a little rainy. I drove most of the way. I drove almost all the way.
Johnny's not here because he's recovering from a black eye. Yeah, self-inflicted.
Yes, and slight brain damage. Which he came down with spontaneously. No, Johnny is. He just said that he had his sinuses were killing him, and so was his back. His back and his sinuses. His back sinuses were killing him. So
his sinuses.
Yes, because he so much dog fart sniffing.
Genesis is going to have a talk with him. Like it's been really obsessive.
I think Genesis's personal security is going to have a little chat with him. Them too.
It's going to be one of those like security first, then Genesis, surrounded by security.
Yes,
one of those situations.
Hey, it's Hot Usher. How you doing with your dog?
And he fought it.
Oh my god!
Again, I love just the casualness of it, like saying it like you're just her best friend. Yo, I think your dog fought it.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, Johnny, that's awesome. He got a picture with Tommy Chong, though. I told you that, right?
No,
he did. Johnny got a picture with Tommy Chong. He's like, I don't want to cut in front of all those people. I'm like, Johnny, shut up.
You are cousin. If there's a con you can cut in line.
Yeah.
It's
Chronicon. This one, yes. You're gonna be cutting this. It's like he's like and I told him, go get that signed. He's like, I don't want to bother him. I'm like, oh my god.
It's Tommy Chong.
Tommy Chong, dude, you're not bothering him. And if you are, he will tell you. Or he'll say, will. Yeah, he'll look at you and say, hey man, I think your dog farted. And then kick you out of line. So yes.
I love that for Johnny because that's so cool. You got to grab those opportunities.
Of course, and I told him that he had to.
Oh, that's so cool.
And he was also on the Comic Book Men panel. That was really funny.
You know, this is a little unrelated. I apologize, but when we were packing up my dad's vinyl when we moved houses, one of my favorite things that we rediscovered, because I remember finding this in high school and getting a real kick out of it, was that we found an original Cheech and Chong record, but with the rolling paper.
Yes, the big bamboo-y.
Yeah. And I was like, that's so cool. And my friends for years were like, Christian, we got to smoke it. I was like, we don't touch this. It stays.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the magic.
Of course.
It's somewhere in the collection, but I loved rediscovering that because those movies still make me laugh.
Of course, they're classics for a reason.
Now,
let me ask you a question.
Little motherfucker ate it. You were smoking dog shit, man.
You have a stack of stuff that you kept from your dad's collection, right?
Oh,
excellent. That warms my heart. Not just like, oh, this is stuff that meant something to you.
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah.
It's not just like within my own ranks. Like, I mean, I have a couple of records that I like purposely picked out of it, but like for the most part, like we do have like a collection that we just kind of leave in the house because it's like this is special.
Yeah.
Like this is cool. So I love to go through it every once in a blue moon just to be like, oh yeah, this is so cool. This is dope. This is dope. And there were so many gems.
Really weird. We were talking about the funniest movies ever. Funniest movies ever. And, Johnny and I were going back and forth, and he's like, because I told him, I said, Airplane, hands down, second by second, funniest movie ever.
Ooh.
Just per beat, the way that, if you're going by like, all right, it's been 30 seconds and I haven't laughed. All right, here it comes. That was Airplane. Airplane had a skeleton of a movie, of a story.
Yeah, it was a disaster movie.
Yes, it was a guy loses girl, guy's trying to get girl back, goes on a plane, guy has to fly the plane.
Yeah.
So
that's the plot. But
you hung all the jokes on that skeleton.
Wow.
And part of the beauty of that entire movie was you got people like Robert Stack, Peter Graves, Leslie Nielsen, who was not a comedic actor at that time. He was only known for
serious stuff.
Yes, his serious
and
stuff.
Don't Call Me Shirley.
Exactly. And I mean, you're looking at that, and Johnny was like, "No, there's got to be something that's even funnier." He's like, "What about the scary movies?" I'm like, "I do not." I mean, same cookie cutter.
Those are good. Those are funny movies.
Yes,
but they don't belong in the same ranking as Airplane.
Airplane, Blazing Saddles, Animal House, Caddyshack. These are the things that informed my sense of humor as a child growing up. In my adolescence. I can safely say that Saturday Night Live also informed my sense of humor growing up, because
it's only because I'm very hungry. What's the Steve Martin?
The Jerk.
The Jerk.
Yes.
Yeah, I would put that up there.
That's in the top 10.
Jay Boyd, you kiss ass.
What do you say, Kentucky Fried Movie?
No, Banjo and Buckshot's Christmas Time Caper.
Oh, wow, yeah. Wow, maybe he's hungry for you.
He's hungry for Mayberries.
No, he's you hungry for Mayberries. How about
the history of how Airplane was made is incredible. Oh, is there like a book?
Yes, it's called
Making of Airplane?
Yes.
I have
it on Audible.
Table?
No, that would be awesome. Oh, it's on Audible. I have it on Audible.
Oh, that's so dope.
My library. Hold on. It is called
Speak Jive will always be one
Surely You Can't Be Serious. That's the name of Surely You Can't Be Serious.
So good. Naked Gun, I would put up there too. At least the first one, because
that's in the top 10. Yeah, because that's same guys.
Now, would you? It is the same guys. You're right. Those guys really knew what the Top Secret.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though that one was misunderstood.
That one to me is underrated because there's not a lot of people who know about it.
Yeah.
And when I get to tell them about it, they're like, Christian. It's I love when I get to recommend movies to people, and it's especially when they haven't seen it.
Yes.
And the people that I've gotten to recommend Top Secret to, it's always the funniest. They're like, "Oh my God, that was amazing."
Yeah, that was great.
It was so good.
But you've got it. I'm not talking about like something that's a humorous concept. And yes, there were laughs in between.
Mm-hmm.
But Real Genius is a great movie. But it's not like you've never seen it.
Wait, no, I just didn't hear you.
Real Genius.
No, I actually have not seen it.
It's I recommend it heartily. It had Val Kilmer, Melissa Mayrink. It had your boy in it. Oh my God, I'm blanking on his name only because I'm hungry too. Walter Pecker.
Oh my God, Dickless.
Yes. This man William Atherton.
Yeah, there you go.
Has William Atherton in it, and he plays. It's fucking awesome. You got to see it.
I know what I'm watching tonight.
Yeah,
that's gonna be dope.
Real Genius. You're gonna love it.
But I would love to see a return of those type of movies, though.
Oh yeah,
there really is an art to turning your brain off, and those movies, they're smart in how stupid they are.
Yes, exactly. They're the ultimate in dad jokes.
Oh yeah. One of my favorite film gags of all time is the opening sequence for Naked Gun. The cop light that you think is going on the street, and then it goes on the roller coaster, then it goes through the locker room. It still makes me laugh and chuckle.
And the pinball machine.
The pinball machine. Dude, I would love films like that to be like ballsy enough to be that kind of movie again. And we got close with a TV show, Angie Tribeca. I did really. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Angie Tribeca is a cop comedy that is it Rashida Jones? It's created by Steve Carell.
Okay.
And it very much falls in line with like Police Squad, Naked Gun.
Okay.
It's that level of silly.
Right.
And it was a TV show, and it lasted, I think, 3 seasons, three or 4. Somebody, Google's a thing, but I'm not gonna do it right now
Because you're hungry.
because I'm very hungry.
You're hungry.
I'm hungry. But oh my God, Carlo, me and you are on the same page. I would love a Marvel parody movie like that.
I would love them to do. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking, but they should do like a dorky, what they did with like Werewolf by Night.
Oh, but
they
like,
should do that with comedy, with something funny, like Madcap. Madcap was a character. He's a superhero. Madcap he was literally, like, The Mask.
Oh, say less. I'm in.
Yes.
Oh, I'm in. There is one character. There's another character I think that could also be very suited to that kind of film, or at least the airplane, Naked Gun. DC, Plastic Man.
Yes.
I think that a Plastic Man movie done that way could be very, very fun.
I think that would be awesome.
And I'm saying this because I like to remain optimistic. Because we are getting a new Naked Gun movie.
With Liam Neeson.
With Liam Neeson.
Instead of
And
Leslie
now,
Nielsen.
That's
why they cast him, right?
Yeah, that for one, that's a great joke. 2, I like knowing his performance not only in A Million Ways to Die in the West, but also in Ted 2. Like his seriousness in comedy is quite funny.
Watch him in Gun
Shy.
Yes, write that down too. Gun Shy. You're gonna love that.
What was the other one, by the way?
Gun Shy and Real Genius. Gun Shy has Sandra Bullock in it.
Okay.
Sandra Bullock. Oh my God, Oliver Platt. It has Billy Batts from.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, Fanoik.
Sorry.
That's all right. You broke my foot.
Sorry.
That's okay. We're good. So let's get the hell out of here and go grab some pizza.
Let's go. Thank you guys for tuning in to our return episode of Live from the Secret Stash. I think it's safe to say we'll be back next week.
I think so too.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Everybody, take care. You're lovely. Have a good one.
Love ya.
Hey kids, we're live at the Secret Stash with Mike, Julia, and Christian. It's the Hella Bash. Tune in and check out the podcast. We got the nerd button on repeat and we're gonna smash. Come on in and I assure you that we're open. Shoe polish on our signs cause our locks are always broken. You need that view askew? You know we got you, dude. Showing gratitude and always smiling, never rude. Top 5 movie reviews and what's new. We bring in all the big guns when we coming through.